Ladies and gentlemen, mabuhay, and naimbag nga aldaw. I am Epifanio Labao Lumangto III, or in short, you can just call me Appy. So today, brace yourselves because I will bring you to the torch by the power of history, shaped by the water that runs through its space. Tiny houses stand untouched by the present. Every corner stands another wonder, and where resiliency engraves in. Welcome to Region 2, Cagayan Valley. Cagayan Valley, officially designated as Region 2, is an administrative region in the Philippines located or situated in the northeastern section of Luzon Island. Cagayan Valley is bordered clockwise from the north by the Luzon Strait or the Bashi Channel, Philippine Sea, Central Luzon, Ilocos Region, and the Cordillera Administrative Region. Going forth, the regional center of the Region 2 is Tuguegarao City, situated in Cagayan Province. And the main gateway to the Cagayan Valley Region 2 is in Nueva Vizcaya. But before we proceed, let me give you a trivia of Cagayan Valley or the Region 2. Cagayan Valley is famous for its namesake Cagayan River, the country's largest and longest. It comes from the ancient word Carayan, or river, referring to the Rio Grande de Cagayan. The early Spanish settlers also called it Rio Ibanag. And did you not know that the Cagayan Valley region is abundant in agricultural products such as rice, corn, peanuts, fruits, making the Region 2 known as a top corn producer and the second in pallet production in the Philippines. The Region 2 is largely an agricultural economy with 37% of its total land area are dedicated to agricultural production. Region 2 or the Cagayan Valley is composed of 5 provinces, namely Cagayan, the land of smiling beauty, Isabela, the Queen Province of the North, Quirino, the forest heartland, Nueva Vizcaya, the watershed haven, and the island province of Batanes, known as the home of the winds. Cagayan Valley has 1 independent city, 3 component cities, 89 municipalities, and 2,311 barangays within its 12 congressional districts. And now, let me give you a brief information of the 5 provinces of Region 2. So the first province is Cagayan. The provincial capital of Cagayan is Tuguegarao City, which has a total land area of approximately 9,003 square kilometers. It covers the northeastern tip of Luzon, occupying the lower basin of the Cagayan River. It is bordered on the east by the Sierra Madre Mountains, on the west by the Cordillera Mountain Range, on the south by the Caraballo Mountains of the province of Isabela, and in the north by the Babuyan Channel. By the way, the Sierra Madre Mountains serve as a natural barrier from devastating winds during typhoon season. Trivia of the Cagayan province: a folk legend holds that the name was originally derived from the tagay, a plant that grows abundantly in the northern part of the province. The term Katagayan, the place where the tagay grows, was shortened to Cagayan. And the next province is Isabela. The provincial capital of Isabela is Ilagan, which has a total land area of approximately 10,665 square kilometers. Isabela is situated in the northeastern section of Luzon. Isabela is home to Magat High's Rice Dam and tourism complex known to be the highest and biggest dam in Asia at the time of its construction. Isabela is a top corn producer of the Philippines, did you know it? And rice bowl of the north. It is also known as one of the premier province of the north and most progressive in the country. And trivia about Isabela province. Did you not know that Isabela is the second largest province in the Philippines in terms of land area? And it is the home to the biggest corn processing facility in Southeast Asia. And the new province, or the Isabela, was named in honor of Her Royal Highness Queen Isabela II of Spain at the time when Orbis Tondo was the Gobernador General of the Philippines. And the next province is Quirino. The provincial capital of Quirino province is Cabarogis, and the province of Quirino is seated in the southeastern portion of Cagayan Valley, and it is the youngest province in Region 2. It consists of only 6 municipalities, and it has a total land area of approximately 3,057.2 square kilometers. Though a small province, Quirino, it is highly significant in Region 2 in terms of economic and environmental considerations. It is tagged as where adventure begins. And trivia about Quirino province. Quirino province was named in the honor of then President Elpidio A. Quirino. And the next province is Nueva Vizcaya. The provincial capital of Nueva Vizcaya is Bayambong. It occupies a land area of approximately 3,903.90 square kilometers. Agriculture is the main industry in the province, together with rice, corn, fruits, and vegetables as the major crops. Nueva Vizcaya is located in the north-central part of Luzon in Region 2. Trivia about Nueva Vizcaya. Did you not know that Nueva Vizcaya is the citrus capital of the Philippines? And actually they have a citrus festival in their locality, which is a 3-day event celebration. And the name Nueva Vizcaya is derived from the name of the province of Vizcaya, called Vizcaya in Spanish and Vizcaya in Basque, during the Spanish colonial period. And the last province is none other than Batanes. The provincial capital of Batanes is Basco. It has a total land area of approximately 209.3 square kilometers. It is the northernmost province, lying in a vast expanse of water where the Pacific Ocean on the east merges with the West Philippine Sea. Batanes is known for its scenic or crystal waters, terrain, clean environment, and unique culture. Trivia about Batanes. Did you not know that Batanes is the smallest province in the Philippines? And there's almost a zero crime rate in Batanes Islands. We can conclude that Batanes is a safe and secured place. And last, the name Batanes derives from the words Batan. It is a local word for the Ibatan people. There's nothing you can worry about on how to get here in Region 2 or in Cagayan Valley, because you can travel through land, water, and air transportation. And for additional info, the best way to travel to Batanes is through air transportation, such as airline. And for the rest provinces, you can travel through land transportation, such as buses, cars, vans, and other transportation. And by the way, speaking of airlines, Region 2 has several airports, namely Cagayan Domestic Airport, Basco Airport, Tuguegarao Domestic Airport, and Cagayan North International Airport. Going forth, and once you get here in Cagayan Valley or Region 2, there are several and public utility jeepneys, buses, tricycles, and calesas that can be used in going to different places or tourist attractions in the region. There are also private bikes, cars, vans, boats that can be used also to go in different places in Region 2. And now let's move into the geography of Region 2. Region 2 or Cagayan Valley comprises an aggregate land of more than 26,000 square kilometers, which constitute 3% of the total land area of the country. And Region 2 is the second largest region in the Philippines in terms of land area. Region 2 or the Cagayan Valley is a breathtaking mountainous and rich in natural and coastal resources. It is a vast expanse of plains and valleys, bordered by mountains running north to the south, east, and west ramparts, and it is crisscrossed by rivers and creeks. Also, Cagayan Valley is considered an adventure paradise with its intricate cave system, rugged mountain peaks, widespread forests, grasslands, and crystal waters and beaches. The province has two climate seasons, wet and dry. Dry from December to May and wet from June to November. And now let's move on to the culture of the Region 2. Region 2 has beautiful and diverse people. They are very accommodating, hospitable, cheerful, honest, gentle, hardworking, perseverant, and most especially resilient. And now let's discuss and discover the major and the dominant ethnic or the cultural group in the Region 2. So the first group is the Ilocanos. The Ilocano people are believed to be the third largest ethno-linguistic group in the Philippines. They mostly reside within the Ilocos region and some parts in the Cagayan Valley. They are known for being prudent and hard-working. This group ethnic in the Philippines continuously practices their old traditions to preserve their culture. The next ethnic group is the Ibanag. The Ibanag is the dominant group, are known to be the tallest among the ethno-linguistic group all over the Philippines. They are known for their excellence in making sea crafts and blacksmithing. And the next ethnic group or the cultural group in the Cagayan Valley is the Ivatans. Ivatans is one of the most popular ethnic groups in the Philippines because of their notable traits such as hardworking and honesty. Most tourists who explore in the Philippines consider the Ivatans as the kindest locals. And the last major ethnic group or the cultural group in the Cagayan Valley is the Itawis. The Itawis is one of the unique group in the Philippines because of their culture, traditions, and beliefs. They are known to be God-fearing and resilient group of people. It is time to see their culture and learn from their customs. Additionally, they are known for their knowledge in pottery and basket weaving. The major dialects that are being used in this region or in Cagayan Valley are Ilocano, Ibanag, Itawis, and Filipino. And in Batanes, these people speak Ivatan. However, due to the influx of Ilocano migrants in the last century, the main dialect that being used in Region 2 Cagayan Valley is Ilocano, where approximately 70.9% of the people use this dialect for daily routine or for communication. And now let's explore and discover the cultural practices of the Cagayan Valley. The first cultural practices is the Ibanag tradition, where they go to the Pinakanawan River after the funeral of a family member, where they wash their linens, curtains, laundry, and everything soiled. It is a collective symbolic act of cleansing process, closing their immediate past and commencing a new mode in life. It is also a day of fellowship. And the next cultural practices is the Kampay Banu-Banwa, which is a ceremony opening for the fishing season. It is often referred as ceremonial and ritual opening of a fishing port to obtain the favor of the spirit dwellers of the sea. The ritual came from the belief that some superior being owns and controls the sea and its riches. The ceremonies begin with the offering of pig bloods to the sea, carefully poured from a cocoa shell dripper, and where the water meets the shore sand. And now sit back and relax, because now I will feed your eyes by the beauty and a very scenic tourist destinations of the Region 2. So the first tourist attraction or tourist destination is the Palawi Island. Palawi Island is one of the emerging tourist spots in Cagayan Valley. Located at the coast of mainland Luzon, this rustic paradise offers an expensive of a lifetime, especially for nature lovers and adventurers. Pristine rainforest covers of the islands, and here visitors can enjoy exploring the island's terrestrial ecosystems, or plunge into its rejuvenating coastal waters. And now, I will take you to the Northern Sierra Madre National Park. The park is one of the underrated beautiful spots in Cagayan Valley. It hosts one of the country's few remaining primary forests that are home to critically endangered species such as the Philippine monkey-eating eagle. It is a perfect spot for hiking or mountaineering, and much of it remains unexplored. Hiking to the park will therefore lead tourists to rare encounters with the wild. Now, I will bring you to the Calao Cave. Calao Cave is among the most frequented tourist destinations in Cagayan Valley. It features a 7-chambered cave with stunning limestone rock formations or reminiscent of a cathedral dome. One of these chambers contains a stone altar illuminated by natural skylight that gives the cave an eerie catacomb-like experience. And the next tourist destination is the Pinakalawan River. Pinakalawan River is one of the largest tributaries of Cagayan River, considered the longest and mightiest river in the Philippines. Its crystal clear waters come from vast deep Tirocarp and mossy forests upstream. Whitewater, rafting, boating, and kayaking are among the prime activities done here. It is also home to endemic marine species such as eels. And the next tourist attraction is Bagao's blue waterfalls and caves. Bagao's features a series of beautiful cascades with beautiful pools reflecting the blue sky. There are many underground rivers here where bats and birds dwell. And the next tourist attraction is the Basco Lighthouse. Basco Lighthouse is located in Barangay San Antonio in Basco Town, Batanes. It is a 6-floor building with a viewing deck where you can gaze at captivating Batan Island, Mount Iraya, Sabtang Island, and Itbayat Island. Historically, this area was where the telegraph facilities during the American period used to be, which allowed them to communicate with the central government. Our last tourist attraction that we shouldn't miss in Cagayan Valley is none other than the St. Peter Metropolitan Cathedral. It is one of the historical tourist spots in Cagayan Valley. It says the Archdiocese of Tuguegarao and is considered the biggest Spanish-style church in the province. Its wide compound is a good spot for reflection or meditation. After witnessing and discovering the beauty of Cagayan Valley, now let's see and taste the delicious delicacies and gastronomy of the region too. The first is the rice cakes. One of the famous rice cakes in Cagayan Valley is the sinabalo. This is a glutinous rice with coconut cream, cooked on bamboos and roasted in open fire in the town square. And this is very affordable because one piece of sinabalo is only 20 pesos. And the next delicacy that is very delicious and very tasteful in the Cagayan Valley is the Pancit Batil Patong. This is a popular noodle in Tuguegarao City. It is composed of 2 parts, the noodles with toppings and the sauce which looks like an egg drop sauce. Poached egg along with salted meats and vegetables are topped over the fresh Mickey noodles, while a piece of egg is cracked and stirred in simmering beef stock and poured in a bowl. And the next delicacy, if you want to try this on your breakfast, try the Longanisa Tuguegarao. Longanisa Tuguegarao is a non-sweet type, salty and garlicky longanisa, very similar to vegan longanisa or Lokban longanisa. It is also known as Longanisang Ibanag, and it is famous in the region of Cagayan Valley. With the delicious and famous cuisine of Cagayan Valley, to its bountifully endowed with vast natural resources and development potential, from its rich soil, extensive coastlines, renowned rivers and lakes, and widespread forests, grasslands, and mountain ranges, and teeming with a highly skilled and competent workforce, the Cagayan Valley is becoming a desired investment destination in the northern Philippines. Once again, this is Epifanio Labalumang III that says, come and visit in Region 2 Cagayan Valley because this is your island and valley of fun.